Welcome, explorers, to the only international Star Wars podcast covering half the world, but only 0.5% of the galaxy. I'm Jack, and as always, thank you for joining us wherever you are in the Star Wars universe. And if you're new, or again, you're joining us, again, welcome.
If you are joining us today for episode 148 and you get a chance, don't forget to give us a rating, a like, a share, a subscribe, a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, following us along on Instagram, go. Show us some love. Jack, how are you doing, my guy?
I'm doing better than Jimmy. Jimmy is not with us this week. He is super sick. So we've had the gorgeous Taylor coming hot from Vancouver Comic and Toy Show. Make sure you check that little interview out as well on there that we dropped. But apart from that, I am doing rather well. Taylor, how are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm good. You know me. I'm just always running by the seat of my pants and just barely making it into our episodes, evidently. But I'm good. I'm great.
Good.
How are you,
good,
Charlie?
nice to hear.
I am. Oh, honestly, babe, I'm knackered.
She's grafting hard. Hard work.
New job is good. New job is fun. New job is really, really tiring. Oh my goodness me.
Oh man.
But I am doing good. The weather's getting warmer. The sun's coming out. I'm getting there. And that is all we can hope for. Before we head into our Force encounters, I missed last episode because I was tired. That's literally it. It's nothing exciting. Just I was tired. So I didn't get to do the tarot pull last week. So I'm consulting the cards. I'm considering the cards, and the cards are telling me the sun, which is a gorgeous illustration of Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. So the sun represents joy, happiness, success, and positivity. This one is for me. This is me today. This card is for me.
Share that.
Shared. This is just a time of clarity when things become easier to understand and life feels more joyful and optimistic. The card indicates achievement, confidence, and a sense of freedom to be your true self. So take that positivity and go into the rest of your week and have a good time. Also, get in touch with your inner child because that's important.
Perfect. Always.
Yes, indeed. Speaking of a good time, we've got some good times coming. Let's head over to this week's Force Encounters with some cheeky announcements.
For my ally is the Force.
Okay, so something that me and Taylor got to announce is like a joint Force encounter as well for myself and Tay. We were lucky enough, as always, to do an announcement for Rebel ScumCon 2026, announcing the arrival of Donald Mills, who is going to be playing Cad Bane in the upcoming film Mandalorian Grogu. And also, we announced that Matt Willig will be there, character name unknown at the minute. But yes, thank you to the guys and girls over at Rebel ScumCon for all their hard work and efforts. And thank you very much for letting us announce it. Charlie, tell us about your Force encounter.
Cool. So I'm a little bit late to this one, but I was very, very lucky to attend the Echo Base Live dinner, which is an event that happens in conjunction with the Con Echo Base Live. I got to have some dinner with some really interesting people. Massive thank you to Wayne for squeezing me in last minute. Everyone worked so hard to make it such a lovely evening. Mark Rolfe, the musician that you are, the absolute legend and icon. It was so lovely to meet you. I'm sorry I was so unbelievably spaced out. I was barely with it. First week of work. Don't really know what I was doing there. I had a glass of wine and a good time. My apologies for not staying terribly long, but I will definitely be back next year in much better spirits. So thank you to everybody. We got some really cool freebies, raised a load of money for charity. So good times all round.
Good times indeed. Taylor, what Force encounter have you got? I know you had a good time.
Yeah, yesterday I got to go to I won tickets from my 501st group. But I got to go down to Vancouver Comic and Toy Show yesterday. So I couldn't go for the whole weekend because I work Saturdays at the zoo because it's crazy busy. But I got to meet so many Star Wars people that I feel like I meet so many every time I do like fan expo and stuff like this. But I met a whole nother group of people that I've never even met before. So If you look at my short little reel that I made, you can see me handing out some of our Explore the Force stickers, which are actually like retro
Oh.
stickers from like year one. So those are lucky. So special edition. But I think I handed out like 3 sheets worth. But then I didn't want to film
Wow.
everybody because I didn't want to be like, hey, you don't know who I am. I'm gonna film you. So so I got the few people that were like, sure, it's fine. But I handed out a ton of stickers, chatted with people. Then I got to hang out with my 501st guys for a little bit there, but no, it was great. So expect to start chatting with some new listeners because there was a lot of people that were super excited to head home and listen to our podcast. So it was good.
Massive hello to those that are hopefully listening. And again, an awesome job by Taylor. Right, let's head into this week then, and we'll see what's coming out of Batu.
Mm-hmm.
The people in this crowd will soon be among almost 40,000.
For those who are among the 900 with news media or promotional tickets, this sneak preview probably would be the only chance to see the Empire.
So this weekend it was the Oscars, and of course Grogu was literally stealing the show. So funny. Grogu was sat to an amazing Kate Hudson, and obviously Sigourney Weaver delivered her perfect line. I'm not going to repeat it, obviously, family-friendly show, but make sure you watch that alongside Pedro Pascal again, main star of the Mandalorian movie. This scene has literally broke the internet again overnight, and it just makes me wonder now as well. We talked about the marketing campaign for the movie. Do they really need one when they've got the little green guy, or just chuck the little green guy at everything? It's going strong. Charlie, have you seen it?
I have seen it. I've watched it 100 times. I am obsessed with the little green jelly bean getting his spotlight red carpet moment. That is so unbelievably cute. I love when like Star Wars gets brought like into the real world like that. It makes me really happy to see. And I think you're quite right. I think they've been laid back on the marketing because they know they have the ultimate weapon, which is Grogu. There's a little clip of him waving to somebody who's coming down like the carpet to go onto stage. And I'm obsessed. I can't stop. He's just there like this.
Yeah, waving as they walk past. It's brilliant. Yeah.
Do you think that's
He's
the
so
actual
sweet.
one that they have in the film, like little animatronic? Like, do you think that's the actual one?
I would think so. I would think so.
I mean, I bet you there's like 6, but
I think there are like 6, probably. You're right.
yeah, like this one specializes in arms up or whatever. I'm taking away from the magic. I'm sorry. It's just Grogu.
It's just he's there. He's real, Taylor. What are you on about? Shush.
I don't know.
So funny. Right, and I know we've got some more Grogu-related news. Taylor, what have you got for us this week?
According to a listing on Odeon's website, The Mandalorian and Grogu has a runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes. How do you guys feel about that? Like, I know we're used to seeing Mando for like a 40-minute-ish. Well, that's being generous, but about 40 minutes is what we're used to. Do you think we're going to be able to handle 2 hours and 20 minutes?
Yeah, 100%. But what I think it's important to note at this as well. So this isn't like the official timeline at the minute. This is just like an Odeon template for the time for the films, and that was brought to my attention by the amazing Brian Cameron from Fanpatracks. So obviously we are aiming off for that. So it could be a little bit more, a little bit less, etc. But going back to your original question, Tay, I definitely think so. Because what do we get roughly in a Mandalorian episodes? I want to say about 30 minutes, give or take.
Yeah, right. Like a 36-minute when we're just like, yeah, it's a good one, right?
Yeah. What do you reckon, Charlie?
I think so. Obviously, when we got the first season of The Mandalorian, like we got it all in one go, so we got to binge watch it, and that's like I could comfortably have sat down and watched like 4 episodes of The Mandalorian in one go. So I don't think I will have any issue sitting down and watching 2 hours and 20 minutes of it. However, what I don't want it to feel like is going to the cinema and watching 4 episodes of a TV series back to back. I want it to feel like the narrative structure for a TV series is very, very different to the narrative structure of a movie. And I'm really, really interested to see how they've translated that into a film. Because like 2 hours and 20 minutes, that makes it, Jimmy did the maths for us on our Instagram post. It makes it like the 5th longest running Star Wars movie in the franchise.
Nice.
So it's not like we've not been here before. Like Return of the Jedi is like 2 hours and 36 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
And that feels long. Like I love that film, but it's a long haul. So I think there needs to be a lot going on to keep people in their seats. But if people are going to sit and watch Endgame, why wouldn't they go and sit and watch 2 hours and 20 minutes of Star Wars, you know?
Exactly. It's like, why wouldn't we?
Exactly.
No.
Butts in seats, I'll be there.
Yeah, no, 100%. And a lot of the films now, let's say the big time films like your Avatar, etc., They are quite lengthy in runtime. I've got to remember as well, this Mandalorian film, it was supposed to be season 4. So again, they've crammed all that into this film. But yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. What else we got, Charlie?
So this little bit of news is for Fortnite fans. Fortnite will finally allow creators to make their own officially licensed Star Wars minigames beginning this week. Do you like my air horn impression? Thank you.
Can I just hear that again?
Thank you everybody. I'll be here all week. The ability to create Star Wars themed games within Fortnite has long been promised. I remember reporting on this like last year in the news. We have been waiting so long for this. Now at last, Fortnite has confirmed that the tools necessary to make your own Star Wars content will go live on Thursday the 19th of March alongside the highly anticipated next season of the game's Battle Royale. So
Awesome.
I'm actually really excited to see what people are going to do. I genuinely, I think it's going to be really, really fun.
Yes, I agree. I think I need to inform my little gamer friend, aka my Padawan Tessa, of this and see what she can come up with, because she's been playing Fortnite quite regular.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I know we did speak about this last year. We also mentioned the fact about, does it take away from some of the Star Wars characters with the use of voice, the use of AI with it, etc., etc. So I'm sure that's going to come back round again at some point. But no, Taylor, any thoughts on this?
No, I think it just kind of reminds me of like when you can play the different games in Battlefront 2. You know what I mean? Like how you can play that character and you're like running through and you're never gonna have Han Solo meeting up with like Anakin Skywalker, but you're fight. You know what I mean? So like just who you just play the characters. So I think it'll be fun. I don't think it'll take away from the characters at all.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Speaking of characters and takeaways, congratulations from all of us here at Explore the Force to the coolest kid we know in the form of Ravi Kabot-Conyers, who is now a multiple award-winning actor. Not only did Skeleton Crew and Ravi receive the prestigious award of Best Teen Show from the Children's and Family Emmys, but Ravi himself was awarded Best Young Performer in a Television Series at the most recent Saturn Award. So everyone here at Explore the Force wishes you all the best. A massive congratulations on these fantastic achievements. And we cannot wait to see what comes next for you. And we are praying it's Skeleton Crew Season 2. Charlie. You know you're important if you get the air on. Taylor, any thoughts on this?
It's so well deserved. He's such a good actor, like just for such a young age, right? Like they don't even have life experience, I feel like, when you're so young, you know what I mean? And like his acting is so great. Like it's so well deserved. So awesome. Good job. And yeah, Skeleton Crew season 2 is like it's coming. Don't worry.
It's got to come. Charlie, any thoughts?
Well, just huge congratulations. I'm a massive, massive fan of Ravi. I think he's incredibly talented, and I think he's going to continue kind of making waves in the world of acting for a long time. And this is so exciting and makes me so happy, and it is unbelievably well deserved. And to be a multiple award winner at his age, listen, EGOT status is coming, guys. EGOT status is coming. I feel it. I feel it in the air.
Oh, awesome.
Now, listen. Guys, I tried really, really, really hard to scrape the bottom of the barrel for some more Star Wars news this week, but it seems like everyone's attention is kind of elsewhere. I don't know, drawn in by a terrifying red glow. Disney only went and dropped the full trailer for Maul Shadow Lord literally like 3 hours ago. I think we need to go over to our main show and get watching because my jaw's still on the floor. I still can't breathe. I'm still covered in goosebumps. What is going on?
Yes, let's go to this week's main show.
Right. So that we don't get absolutely smashed by the Disney banhammer, we will be watching this trailer in increments of roughly about 30 seconds. But buckle in because it goes intense and it goes hard. Taylor, is this your first time watching this?
I want to say yes, but I'd be lying. I quickly jumped on and quickly watched it. Really,
okay.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I just watched it. I need to rewatch it because I don't even know what happened.
It's all right. I've watched it about 4 times and I still don't quite know what's going on. So let's watch it together, Clash, shall we? Let's go.
Okay.
Our target is a syndicate leader. He is associated with several criminal organizations. And proficient with a laser sword.
Okay.
What? Even just 5 seconds of that, you've got the flavor there of how intense and how action-packed this is going to be. There's a lot to unpick in those first, 10 seconds. Charlie, how do you want to run with this?
Everything happens so fast. I feel like I need to go through this literally frame by frame to be able to properly break it down. But
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. What an absolute bombshell of a way to start a trailer. It's fast paced, hard cuts. I feel like the animation quality, we'll get into this more as this goes on, but the animation quality is such a level up. Everything they've learned from 7 seasons of Clone Wars, what is it? 5 seasons of Rebels? 4 seasons? 5 seasons? 5 seasons of Rebels. Bad Batch. It's absolutely beautiful. Maul looks terrifying. Love that we're still calling it a laser sword. I love that non-Jedis
I love
refer
that.
to it as a laser sword. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot to take away in the first few scenes that we see. Something that sticks out to me now, in terms of like what we actually know, there's loads of things that we do know. I thought initially that was going to be on Coruscant because those police in that first scene, again, I'm calling them police, they look like Coruscant police. But my understanding is we're not on Coruscant. We're actually on a planet that's not been touched by the Empire called Genex. Again, in that first scene, we've got the police, we've got Maul, but we also notice literally for a flash glimpse of a second there is more like people, let's say Dathomirians in the background as well.
Yeah.
But we can get more stuck into that. Apart from the limbs and the body parts of robots, let's say, everywhere. Is anything else anyone noticed in that scene?
Well, first off, we're getting another hallway scene.
Yeah.
Just to add to our hallway rankings of scenes. But yeah, it's so fast. And like right off the bat, it's like you get, it sets the aura right away. This is scary.
Yeah.
Right? Like right off the bat, it's like flash and there's like someone like running. And it's like, did you see someone running? Like it's instantly scary. So here we go.
Yeah, we're sold. Go on, Charlie.
I like that we're getting kind of sunk in from the main kind of cops perspective. Like, I love a bit of cops and robbers, or as I wrote in my script, cobs and robbers. Don't ask, I'm very tired. A police procedural, crime drama, detectives, film noir, all of that kind of energy I love. And I'm really, really excited to see this played out in Star Wars. It feels really new and really exciting. I think that's why I'm sort of this like extra level of hyped. And also like, we'll see when we've watched the whole trailer, to give us this much visual content, to give us this much of what's coming in the show. I don't even want to know what we've not seen yet. Like, I can't quite wrap my head around that. That's insane to me.
Yeah, it is super exciting.
See if I can get it to work. I'm really obsessed with this.
Yeah.
It's incredible. This is so cool.
Yes. So for those listeners only, so what we're looking at now is a Lucasfilm logo. But essentially what's happened is Moore's, well, I'll just tell you how it is. It's put its lightsaber through someone's face and it's cut straight to this. So you can see the lightsaber essentially behind the Lucasfilm logo. And you've got all like the generic sparks coming out, etc. But what an amazing job. Charlie mentioned it, the 4 seasons of Star Wars Rebels. They've done the Bad Batch stuff, etc., Clone Wars stuff, all that good jazz. They've learned from it, and this is looking chef's kiss. Absolute chef's kiss. Charlie, any more to build on that?
No, I need to carry on because there's more that I need you guys to see, to be honest.
Let's get into it.
The Empire tried to kill me. Their betrayal demands consequence. And that consequence requires a weapon. Together, destroy the Empire.
Oh,
Oh,
so much to take away again. Go on, Charlie.
Go on. So for the gang who've seen a little bit more Clone Wars than I have, is Maul one for his big dramatic monologues? Is that very much his vibe? Like stand there and talk about all of the evil things that he's done and pontificate and contemplate about his life and his retribution and
100%.
hate and all of these things. I am obsessed. I could listen to Sam Witwer like Darth Maul monologue for hours. Give me him reading Darth Maul's diary as like an audible book, please.
Yes.
Great shout.
An autobiography.
That'd be amazing. But this is the point I want to make. So, like you mentioned there, Darth Maul had limited lines. I think it was 2 lines off the top of my head in Phantom Menace.
It's about 7 words.
Yeah, and then they took that away and they used it now, obviously in the Clone Wars and the Rebel stuff. Just going back a little bit, we know that this Maul series takes place 1 year after Clone Wars. But Maul, just like Sam Witwer, in my opinion, is very poetic. Everything he says has a punchline or a meaning behind it. It's very much no nonsense sort of thing. You know, if you ask this guy for directions, he won't send you around the Hulu, left, right. Literally be like, down the road there, done. You know? But yeah, extremely poetic. What a choice of words he uses. Again, credit to the writers, etc. But again, Charlie mentioned it there. Taylor, so you'll back it up. Sam Witwer, unreal. But there's lots to take away again, even in that scene. So obviously you got the scene there, it opened up, you know, we're overlooking the planet again, Janix, I believe. Maul has now come to that realization that the Empire is trying to kill him. So ultimately we know he wants revenge, as with everything else, he wants revenge as well. But we have a new Jedi. What do we think of the new Jedi? Taylor, I'm coming to you.
Oh my gosh. So she looks so sweet. Like she's so nice. You know what I mean? Like she, like
Is
not
that,
to
is
say
that done
like
on purpose, do you think, as well? Do you reckon that's a really good point?
yeah, like maybe he like Maul is targeting her because she's like I don't know. I don't want to put words in it. But like, what if she's just recognizes that she's kind of like emotionally weak person. So it's like this is what's easy to go for. Like I'm sorry, but like the Pisces of the world would be all Sith. Like emotion just like runs us. Like come on, any Pisces listening is like Sith for sure. But like it just reminds me of you're right. Like in when we saw Darth Maul in A Phantom Menace, he has, you're right, 2 lines because he's listening to his master who's like, just shut it, just do your job. So he's silenced and he's being told what to do. And I've read the books and we've heard it too, and he's very much like so controlled. So now he's free of Darth Sidious. So he's off like, I'm gonna talk my butt off. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna lead well. And he's like, no, I don't want an apprentice. So he's gonna use that. And I'm sure this chick is in hiding and so he's targeting the weak. We'll go with that.
That's a really good point you brought up there, Taylor, to be fair, that you know the Jedi in this does look quite, I don't say fluffy, what were the words that you used there, like soft and light, pretty, etc. What's your thoughts on it, Charlie?
I think the choice to use her footage while Maul is talking about needing a weapon is very, very interesting. And there's another point a little bit further on in this trailer, and I'll elaborate on this. But Devon specifically, that's the character's name. She definitely has, like, I don't know, she's an orphan. She doesn't know her parents. One of her family members has died. She's fallen out with like her lifelong childhood friend. Like there's gonna be some kind of deep emotional kind of chasm in her, as there is with all heroes in Star Wars. And I like this idea that she's going to have to deal with the fact that yes, he's a bad guy, but also we need him because we're working for the same goal, even though we're on separate sides. That's always a really nice kind of story to play with. A lot of this trailer is seeing Maul fight other people, and like it expands further on in the trailer. But so far we've had obviously what are like the police force of this city that we're spending quite some of our time in. We've had the Pikes, which I love to see the Pikes. Makes you think about D. Love you, D. So much is happening already, and this is absolutely insane. Also, the musical cues and the musical score are mind bending. the foundations that John Williams laid for Star Wars will forever delight and enchant me.
Yeah, no, indeed. And a good shout out to Details, obviously our favourite Pike. Hopefully D still in one piece, hasn't come across more. So yeah. Cool. Anything else to cover on those scenes, guys, before we jump into the next bit?
I'm getting like Punisher vibes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the Punisher, but
Yes.
it's Maul. Ah!
No, that's a good shout because look at Asajj when
Yeah.
she came away. She was an amazing bounty hunter.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we know how good Darth Maul is, so
I also really like that even though Devon seems quite young, the scenes that we've seen her in, she seems strong, she seems powerful. Yes, I know she seems quite soft and quite sweet, and obviously still has that kind of naivety of the Jedi, which Maul sees straight through, obviously another weakness, but she's strong. Like she's handling like 5 stormtroopers on her own.
Yeah.
She's force pushing, she's swinging, she's blocking, she's obviously had some very good training. So I'm really interested to see how that dynamic kind of plays together. Should we watch a bit more?
let's.
Go on. Oh, go on.
Us to fight as allies.
The Empire may be our common enemy, but Maul will never be our ally.
We need to find him. Whatever it takes.
This is escalating out of our hands. The Empire will want answers.
Oh my
I will just pause
god.
it there.
Oh my god.
Oh, can I just? Was that Sabine? Is that Sabine?
I said
like,
that,
shooting?
but it's not. Go on,
It's
Charlie.
not?
No, so it is Rook Cast. She's a character from Clone Wars, I believe. She is a Mandalorian. But she's part of, but I think she's Bo-Katan's side of things. I think she's Night Owls. I'm not 100. Somebody needs to correct me because I'm not a Clone Wars expert. Jimmy, we miss you. We need you right now. But yes, it's not Sabine Wren. When I watched the first Maul trailer, you see her from the back with the short hair, and I was like, Sabine. It's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
easy to
right.
get confused with the poster that's floating around as well. Charlie will get up later on after this, and you'll see the
No,
likeness
absolutely.
is absolutely uncanny. But yeah, again, lots to take away in that scene. We sort of now establish, and going back to what Charlie was saying about the Jedi, you know, I'm eager to know who's trained this Jedi as always.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The way the makers have made this Jedi character is perfect. I think think Taylor's hit the nail on the head there, that they've chosen this character, they've designed her perfectly, and we are going to see another Jedi who looks really soft and fluffy, so to speak, just change into this evil person like we did in Revenge of the Sith with Anakin. So I think we're going to really get that feeling. And also, I'm getting Ahsoka vibes. You know, when you first see Ahsoka on Clone Wars. What do you reckon, Charlie?
Yes. Yes, I agree with that. But what I also think is really interesting. So obviously we know that within the Star Wars fandom, there exists the camp of people who believe that the Empire was right and that the Empire did nothing wrong. I really like that. See, there we are. He's right there. I really like the idea that that's kind of what we're playing with here. Like, who are we to say that Maul is actually evil? Who are we to say that he's the bad guy? Will this story change? I know Sam Witwer said in quite a few interviews that there are aspects of Maul in this series and behaviors from Maul in this series that we won't have seen before. Shades to his character, facets to his diamond, if you will, that are completely new. And I feel like I could really get into kind of like the actual sort of narrative breakdown of what this trailer is actually saying and showing us. And Star Wars, something I love with Star Wars, show don't tell. Yes, the monologues are great. Yes, there's the bits that are being spoken to us are really interesting, but I am more interested in what I'm being shown in terms of storytelling, and we will get onto that. Who are these beefy Dathomirian brothers in the same colours as Darth Maul?
Yeah.
They're Zabraks, aren't they? That's their species.
Yeah.
With their, it looks like a Gatling gun. I don't think it is, but
No. Again, just super excited with all these new characters that are coming into play. How they've been either hired or come into Darth Maul's service, I'm not entirely sure. I know that Rook Cast is in the comic that's not long got released. I don't want to say too much about her.
Cool.
Charlie was sort of around the right lines, that she's not a night owl, she's part of the Death Watch. So again, that beef makes sense with Bo-Katan, etc. So yeah, I won't dive too much into that in case I spoil any of the comic stuff. But yeah, super excited to see the Zabrak stuff. He looks like a maniac on the gun as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Zabraks and Red and Black. They just look awesome.
Yeah, they do.
Unsure. Oh, sorry, go on, Taylor.
No, I was just gonna say, like, where in the timeline does this land? Because this would be
1 year
like,
after Clone Wars.
Yeah.
1
Okay.
year after the Clone Wars.
So Dathomir's been like destroyed by like the droids
Grievous.
and everything.
Yeah.
So we've been playing this Jedi Fallen Order games. We kind of see where have these guys been hiding? Where has Maul found them, right? And like maybe it's like a Mandalorian like small clan that's like fighting and that's just like a little mini. I don't want to say like a whole planet-wide war, but like maybe a little. They're going for each other, maybe.
Well, that's a good point. And I think it was yourself, Taylor, that said about Palpatine, and also you, Charlie, to be fair, where we don't quite know how Palpatine came across more. Well, unless you've read the Darth Plagueis books, you'll know. But what I'm getting at is you don't quite know what spin he said about the Jedi, because obviously he hates the Jedi a lot. So he's obviously been brainwashed to some degree.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're talking about other Zabraks where they've been what they've done, maybe we go back to Dathomir, maybe. Charlie, any thoughts?
Maybe. I wish I had time to go and watch like all of Clone Wars before this series, because I feel like I'm missing out on some really interesting context here. Who is this lady that's talking to our police cop gentleman? There's this really nice title card in there that says The Age of Maul. I need that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not that the last however many years of Star Wars haven't also been the Age of Maul, but we won't go into that right now.
I'm all for it. And I think as well...
You're more for it?
Oh, stop it. She's beat me to it. I think as well, it's a good time. Cheeky shout out to the guys and girls at Roosevelt's, and they've dropped a Maul collection, which is absolutely amazing. Perfect timing, obviously. So yeah, I'm all for this Age of Maul stuff. Any more on this scene? Go on, Charlie.
Yes, because so far already we've had like 4 different variations of the doorway appearing and Maul silhouette, whether that's cloaked or uncloaked. I feel like these are really, really nice callbacks to like the Phantom Menace.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure he did a lot of that kind of appearing in the Clone Wars and in Rebels. He's such a dramatic queen. Like he's so drama, and it makes me laugh. He's such a diva. He's more of a diva than Obi-Wan Kenobi is, and I feel like I can say that with my whole chest.
Yeah.
There is no like subtleness with Maul, and I love that for him as a character point. I think that's so like he knows he is deadly and dangerous, and the fact that he's like at this point we know that he's kind of returned from the fuel of the ultimate fires of rage that burn within him for eternity. It's so dramatic.
But this is the thing, right? And this is how I'm going to relate this to now. This is probably a good point. Well, of course, a good point from me. My point being, right? I think many moons ago, when Empire Strikes Back came out, people felt this way about Boba Fett, right? When Boba Fett said is coming back of a live action series, this is what they wanted, something like this. Because speaking from a prequel child, me obviously, Maul was my favorite character. This show is exactly what I've always wanted, because every time I've seen him in Clone Wars or Rebels, you just didn't quite get enough, you know? Again, Phantom Menace, not missold, but I wanted more, which is obviously a good thing. Now we're getting that with a TV series, and I think a lot of people who have Maul as their favorite character, me being one of them, I think this is going to satisfy us. I think they've done a great job in doing so. And I just think if we're relating it to Boba Fett era, and again, the old man himself, Jimmy, can relate. You know, when they first saw that character, this is what they wanted. This is what they thought they was going to get from a book of Boba Fett. Taylor, any comments?
I'm just like thinking of that, like I've waited 12 years in Azkaban. Like that's what
I did my waiting.
Yes. So they made us wait, and now we're getting it. And it's almost like all those people that loved Maul back then are now mature adults. We're kind of, and we're ready for it now, right? Maybe we weren't ready for it back then.
No, it's a fair point.
Speaking of ready for it now, more trailer.
Okay.
The Empire will lock this planet down.
Jedi Where is Maul? I'm right here. Let us have our revenge.
We're not gonna take out the whole Empire.
No, but more might.
We're having a pause before that bit. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I was watching this and I was like, yeah, cool, 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 cool. This section kicks off and my jaw on the floor, goosebumps, head to toe, like shaking with excitement. What the heck? I really like that Marok's back. He was probably one of my favorite characters in the Ahsoka series. I think the character design is really cool. I love that kind of like Knights of Camelot aesthetic, and I think it's a really interesting one to pull into the world of Star Wars, especially when so much of it is influenced by kind of samurai culture, which is like Eastern soldiers and Eastern armor, whereas this one feels a bit more Western, and I think that's really cool. Don't like this hands on the shoulders. There are some horror elements in this, guys. Am I the only one picking up on this?
No, that's
For
sure. Yeah, no, I right away I picked up that this is I don't even want my 6-year-old daughter to watch this trailer because it's gonna scare her. You know, like, and I don't usually say that about the trailers. I usually watch the trailers with her because that doesn't usually have like crazy stuff. And then we read the books because we've got the kid books and stuff, right? But like automatically this is scary. And all of it, you're right. All of a sudden, this trailer took such a crazy like left turn, and it's like now so much is happening you won't even be able to remember it by the end of the episode. So, but like now that I'm watching it kind of like a second time, but I'm like really looking. It's almost like the Inquisitors are looking for Maul.
Yeah.
Right? Because he is a Force user with a lightsaber, and at this time frame, they are looking for all Force users, right? Because they're trying to eliminate or they're trying to bring them in to the Inquisitorius. So just think about it this way. Ahsoka has taken out both of those Inquisitors in like 5 seconds flat. Like so we kind of know what happens to them, but then it also makes me feel like, Ahsoka could just take out Maul, no problem. Anyways, 2 + 2. Oh, there was something else though. Oh yeah, so Marok, you brought him up. Maybe we get to see what the heck is going on with that guy because we had so many weird speculations about because we don't even actually really know where he came from in Ahsoka, other than when he got taken out, his like mist was like it was like, no, it's green. No, it's black. No, it's green smoke. Oh, it's black smoke. So we don't even really know if oh god, I only know her like actual name. Diana, what's because I met her at Fan Expo. Yeah, are we going to see her in this too? Because we have already seen her in animated series. So we could see her too. Because
might be a case for it. Something I want to highlight as well. So you sort of touched on it again. So just to tie the loops, if you like. So we now know that the Empire are after Darth Maul, or Maul now, as is known. But we know in Clone Wars, obviously, that him and Savage have a plan. Long story short, they have a fight with Palps. Palps kills Savage. Palps takes Maul as a prisoner. Now, in the comic series, Darth Maul, Sons of Dathomir, you learn how he escapes. Essentially, Maul's still being tortured when Palps captures him. He's still trying to get all this information, and that's when he learns about, what Maul's actually up to now. But then Maul's Shadow Collective essentially come and rescue Maul. So that's how he escapes. So that I think bridges that gap now of why the Empire is still looking for Maul. Because again, a lot of people might see this and think, hold on a minute, I thought Palps had captured him. Is this something? So yeah, no, that's essentially how he's escaped. And that makes sense that Shadow Collective with Rook, with the other Zabraks, etc., have all come about. So somewhere in the pipeline, I think in this series, we are going to see how Maul has gone around and hired all these people. I don't think it's going to focus initially on Maul and what's the Jedi's name again? Sorry. In this one?
Devon.
So I don't think we're going to get that straight away. I think that'll get fleshed out over time. I think. Well, I think the first 2 episodes could be how Maul's essentially still Maul to a degree. Charlie, any points, mate?
I really, really enjoyed the scene on the train. 10 out of 10 for trains, Star Wars. Very happy to see that. It reminds me specifically of a scene in the second series of one of my favorite book series, the Scott Grief Pleasant series by Derek Landy. The main character, Valkyrie, is fighting a bad guy on the roof, and the bad guy's like, haha, I will defeat you because you came alone. And she goes, who says I came alone? And lo and behold, the other character appears. That's what this made me think of. It made me really happy. I get the feeling if/when in the story Devon does join forces with Maul, they're going to hate each other whilst also kind of weirdly respecting each other. And I love that dynamic. I love that in Star Wars. It makes me howl. It's one of my favorites. There is a hell of a lot of action going on in these literally just a couple of clips. Obviously, like the choreography and the stylizing that Ray Parks brought to the performance of Darth Maul is being really, really honored here, not just visually, but also musically. We get like the full on like 2 bars of Duel of the Fates in this, complete with choral accompaniment, which blows my mind. Absolutely one of my favorite pieces of music in the whole of Star Wars. And it's really, really nice to see all of these different eras of Maul that we've experienced kind of converging into one thing. Finally, I think this is the thing that's going to really unite Maul's character journey through live action, animated, all of that. It's just so unbelievably beautiful.
Yeah,
totally great. It goes back to the point. Go on, Charlie, go on.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've just realized this particular scene that we've just watched. We talk about they talk about Devon being a weapon. There is a scene in this when she is lit up purely in red light. And listen, I wasn't on the Darth Talon train. I really wasn't. Now I think I might be. There are one too many visual cues in here for me to just sort of ignore it.
Yeah.
Can't be doing all that. Can't make her a Twi'lek. Can't make her vulnerable and potentially able to be turned to the dark side. Can't bathe her in red light and talk about her being a weapon.
Yeah.
One of you two would make a perfect cosplay for that. Anyway, any more points on that? See, I see the light bulb moment in both of you.
No, absolutely not. Painting my face green for Hera is plenty for me. Thank you very much.
Floor down to you, Tay.
You know what's weird is actually yesterday I was talking to my husband about how easy it would be to just make the Twilight head thing.
The start of a line.
I know. I literally said that yesterday. It's the Force. And I have a friend that she actually listens. Her and her boyfriend listen to the podcast. And she's done the full Darth Revan, like the full thing. And then I was even like helping her with her costume a little bit last year when we met Hayden Christensen. Like, I'm gonna have to reach out, girl. I need your help.
Big shout out. Big shout out. Cool.
Join the Noodle Gang. Join it.
Yeah. I think we've only got a little bit left, haven't we, on that clip?
We literally have. I paused at the very end of this trailer because this scene is absolute class.
Oh, yes.
So good.
2 or 3 seconds. And I said to Charlie as well when I watched this just before we came, on air. That's the closest thing to a Maul smile you get.
Yes.
It's like he went to smile then realised, no, I'm actually a bad guy. No. Awesome. Right. In terms of rating this trailer, and let's look at all the other trailers we've had before for your Bad Batch, etc. Even your movie trailers, even your Mando and Grogu. That's what we use as a comparison. Yeah. What trailer does it best? Me personally, this one absolutely knocks it out the water.
This one.
Charlie,
this is 1 billion out of 10.
Oh.
Easy.
Okay.
I don't think this trailer could improve any farther. So if we're giving it a 5, I'm going to do 5 out of 5. Like, they couldn't have fit anything else into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it gives us so much hype. So I think it was perfect.
Awesome. So we go 10 Zabraks out of 10 Zabraks.
10 Zabraks out of 10 Zabraks.
The only thing that I'm hoping though is similar to the Acolyte. Now we haven't seen all the action, which I don't think we have. But there's still going to be some tasty scenes. Now I know we've got the poster lined up ready to drop in.
So, alongside this incredible trailer, we got some brand new poster art, and this description is via StarWars.com. And I just want to read it out because I feel like it adds so much more for people that are
Yeah.
kind of missing bits and pieces about this. So, in the latest poster art, the scowling visage of Maul is lit by an artistically ignited red lightsaber, encircled by Jedi Padawan Devon Izara, Jedi Master Iko Diodaki, the Mandalorian warrior Rook Kast, Zabrak brothers Icarus and Scorn. I'm not sure if they've appeared in stuff before. I feel like we need to do a recap of this with Jimmy. But if they're new, they're super cool. And the scheming scoundrel Lutivario, hovering near the dark side warrior's hilt, we find police detective Captain Breda Lawson, his droid partner Two Boots, and Lawson's son Riley. With the Star Destroyer looming overhead, prepare to enter the world of Janix in the early years of Emperor Palpatine's reign. So I do get the feeling that this whole series is going to be on Janix with maybe some flashbacks, maybe some time on Dathomir. I'm not 100% sure, but I like pocket stories. I like contained kind of storytelling like that. But yeah, this is a gorgeous poster.
It is, and it highlights some of the questions we were on about just in the podcast. You know, who is
Mhm.
God, I keep forgetting the name, the Jedi's master, etc. That's all in there. Scorn, was it Icarus? You mentioned the name of the other Zabrak?
Yeah, Icarus and Scorn are the brothers, and the Devon's Jedi Master is Iko Diodaki.
Iko Diodaki, brilliant. Point
Can I
being, though,
order the Iko Diodaki, please? Extra sauce.
yeah. Point being here, though, we've got some more obviously answers, but then going back to what Charlie was on about earlier, reference Bo-Katan and Rook. If you look at the top left there, again, just for the listeners, there's a picture of Rook, and she looks so much like Bo-Katan there. Even in the poster, I think it's a little uncanny. One of the other things as well I've noticed and just thought of here, Darth Maul in this puts his lightsaber together to get the dual lightsaber going. That wasn't the way before in the Phantom Menace. It was all on one hilt.
No.
So this is a brand new lightsaber he's constructed. So again, keen
Spot.
eye. Yeah.
Keen eye.
Interested
Isn't he good?
to see. I am interested to see how that's been made, how he's come about that design as well. Love to see that. And I'm just super excited for this overall. Like my hype level, I'm more excited for this than I am the Mando and Grogu. Massively more.
Oh my goodness.
100% more.
Fear I might have to slightly agree with you. I'm almost annoyed at myself that I was fully ready to be like, I'm sort of into this. I'm not really that into. Oh
Should
no,
be huge.
I'm like really into it.
Tay, what about you?
I'm super excited about it too because it's going to answer. I think it's going to answer some questions that we've been wondering, and we're going to get a little bit more of that one Inquisitor. You know, I like Inquisitors in the past. Like that one Inquisitor that we don't hear anything about, and Ahsoka just takes them out in what was the shorts series.
Yes.
So so I hope we find out more information about him. I am more excited about Mandalorian and Grogu, but only because I don't know. I'm excited to go to the theaters. I'm excited to meet up with my Star Wars community and my friends, and we're going to go together. And that's more kind of what I'm grouping together the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, as well as I'm currently working on a Mandalorian cosplay right now. So I just decided to reprint the whole chest because I decided it was just too narrow. But I'm really excited for Mando and Grogu, but this looks so awesome. I'm so excited for this too, but for different reasons, right?
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Taylor, since you mentioned being interested in the Inquisitors, here is a little image for people who are watching via YouTube. We have in this trailer, we have the first brother, who is someone I am not terribly familiar with, but I do recognize that mask. We have Marek, and we have those are the two we've seen in the trailer so far, and I'm super curious to see if we'll get any of the others.
So help Charlie out there. So the first brother, he's from Tales of the Jedi, where Ahsoka fights him and kills him. Spoiler alert. Marek is obviously from Ahsoka live action series.
Yeah.
That's what Taylor was on about, where Ahsoka's took both of them out essentially. So if you watch Tales of the Jedi, you'll see the crow come into it, the first brother.
But like,
so
she takes out
two Ahsoka adjacent.
Yeah, two different series. Ahsoka, two different time zones, like Ahsoka age and such. But like the first brother, Ahsoka takes him out in like literally 30 seconds, and she doesn't even have her own lightsabers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And then obviously, point to note on some of these Inquisitors, we know that I think it was 2 of them, maybe 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them got chopped down by Maul as well in Rebels.
Yeah,
pretty quick as well, I'll point out.
Yeah.
quick.
Right. Ooh. Oh, I'm excited.
Maybe we need to do like a bingo card when we play, when we watch Maul to see how many Inquisitors he gets through.
We should do that. Oh my gosh, with the explorers. Okay.
We should,
seriously.
but we should just do like a body count.
Yes.
A body count.
Yeah, so 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30.
Like
Whoever guesses
like
it gets
how
the
many jelly
prize.
beans in the jar, but it's how many people has Maul slayed.
Yes.
Yeah. We could like list all the different people and the characters that we think are in the series that could get it, and then we'll get everyone to make their own bingo sheets and put them wherever.
Yeah.
Pike 1,
So-
Pike 4.
You've heard it here,
Yeah.
you've heard it here
0.
first, explorers. Listeners and viewers, what we're going to do is a body count, so look out for that on the socials. We'll post out a little post, get involved. We'll start from 0 to 5, 6 to 10, etc. I'll put all the details out there, but if you want to guess how many people more kills, and if you get the right answer, wherever you are in the world, one of us will get a special prize more related to you. Awesome. Right. I think that pretty much ties it up.
I think it does.
This week's show. Obviously, Jimmy's not with us, so we're a little bit shorter than usual, which is not a massive drama. Again, Jimmy, get well soon, buddy. I know you'll be listening to this. Charlie, my love, thank you so much for all your hard work. Obviously, you're going to be editing this at like 10 o'clock, ready to push this out within 2 hours. So again, our own Sith Lord is all over it. If you have any questions or just want your voice heard, then DM us on our socials or send us an email or voice note at exploretheforce@gmail.com. And remember to like this episode, share it with your Star Wars friends and family, and to follow us on our social media platforms. All you have to do is search Explore the Force, all one word. And if you watch on YouTube, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also make sure you check out exploretheforce.com, where all the episodes since time began, or when we began, are on there as well.
Awesome.
Also, if you want to show your support and spread the word around by image as well as voice, then head on over to redbubble.com. They have a sale on at the moment. And search Explore the Force, where you can purchase unique merchandise. And a massive thank you to everyone interacting with us via our social media. We had some brilliant input for our previously planned topic for this week's show. However, Maul interrupted that. Typical Maul.
So dramatic.
But no. We are so super duper close to 10k on Instagram. So if you're not following us on Instagram, what are you doing? Do it.
Yep.
Hit that follow button. But anyway, you keep this podcast amazing.
Yes, indeed. And finally, this would be where Jimmy says we have spoken. But what we're going to do is Charlie's going to give you that air horn impression, and I'm going to yell Kenobi. Charlie, throw me in.
Now we have spoken.